Right, so maybe you have a tower on your property, and one of these companies like American Tower or Crown Castle, SBA Communications, or Vertical Bridge has contacted you because it's time to renew the lease agreement. And you're just wondering, well, who exactly is on the tower? How many tenants or subtenants are actually there? Sometimes it's hard to tell. Now, obviously, like in my screen, what is this? The green screen here behind me. This rooftop cell site here has a bunch of stuff going on, so it's sometimes very confusing for property owners knowing what's going on because there's constantly people coming in and out, upgrading. Well, if you have a rooftop lease, chances are you have or multiple rooftop cell site leases. You have separate lease agreements. When you have a tower and they lease out 100 by 100 or a smaller footprint, you don't typically know what's going on inside that leased area. There could be one carrier, there could be multiple carriers, and most people just don't know, right? Most people just are not wired that way to know what's in there. So one of the things that you can see on the tower, again, you could take a look and you'll notice that there are, for example, if I'm going to share my screen here real quick, do that, share screen. You'll see that on this tower here, on the first one, you have two levels of antennas up here and here, right? So these are separated by 10 feet vertically. It's kind of hard to see from this angle, but you can also see that there's only one equipment cabinet in the on the ground there, right? There's only one equipment cabinet. If you pull up the aerial, which I don't have right now, but you'll see it's a small leased area. There's only one equipment cabinet. Typically, these cabinets, some of them were the old Sprint and Nextel sites. Typically, you'll see you'll see AT&T or Verizon with these shelters. But sometimes they will be labeled. So look for labels on the doors. And here specifically, you can see that the meter bank. So there's usually an electrical meter bank, and they're labeled, right? This one here, it says, Verizon, right? And you'll see that the meter is spinning. So that's something that you can look for. So if you have two or three different meters there and they're labeled, singular, AT&T, Verizon, whoever, T-Mobile, then you know that there are multiple tenants on that tower that are using power. So that's a good way to determine how many tenants are there, because that's going to determine how much you can push the tower company on the rents. So it's not always that simple, right? Because sometimes, like here, looks like Verizon has they're at two different at two different levels here with their antennas. So anyhow, hopefully that's helpful, because you want to make sure that these things are priced properly if you're going to go up to renew the lease. And chances are, the carriers, so the tower companies are going to try to, get it for as cheaply as possible. So if you have questions about a lease renewal or a lease buyout or any type of valuation that you need before you go into negotiating with any of the tower companies or carriers, give us a call at Tower Genius. Our number is 888-313-9750, or you can fill out a contact form at towergenius.com. Again, we can help you with new cell site lease offers, with lease renewals on expiring cell tower leases and rooftop cell site leases, easement sales, lease buyouts, any questions that you have about selling your rental stream, and to make sure that you're not getting the short end of the stick. Look forward to talking to you soon.